So one of the hardest things we have to do as a bridal hairstylist is create a Pinterest-worthy updo on a less than ideal hair base. This type of styling takes a lot of patience, a lot of intentionality, so let's jump right in. I'm going to go ahead and add some 1-inch curls throughout her whole entire head. I'm adding very minimal backcombing into the crown just to add a little bit of volume, but you have to be really careful on this hair type with backcombing to make sure it doesn't get nesty. Now, as far as being intentional with the crown is really important with a super fine hair texture like this. So I'm starting out at the mid back of the crown. I'm leaving the side panels alone for now. I'm twisting them towards each other to give it a little bit of fullness and kind of pulling apart and pinning those. Then we can go ahead and go into the side panels. I'm going to go ahead and pin those to where I have already pinned my crown. Same thing on the other side and twisting it kind of towards the center, which is kind of the theme we have going with the crown here. Now we're going to add some hair filler to kind of the base of our head, which is going to be the foundation of our bun, and everything left hanging down is going to act as your bun. I basically split it into sections and take turns wrapping that bottom hair left out over the hair filler, and as you can see, it kind of starts to create this bun for you. Now I always leave the bottom center out when I have super fine shorter hair like this. I always use that as my very last piece, and I usually back comb it, kind of fluff it up with my foiling comb, and then that's going to be the bottom section of your bun. So I'm going to wrap it up into my hair filler, and then I just use the foiling side of my foiling comb to kind of poke it back up into the updo and pin it. And then her inspo had some little wispy pieces kind of around the updo, so I used my Topsy tool to pull her face framing through some of the side of her updo for those. And this was the end result. It's kind of all about creating like an illusion with this really fine hair. I think we were able to make it look pretty full.